Liverpool and Chelsea are the only big team that is undefeated in the Premier League currently now. But the question is, can Chelsea still go on undefeated by the end of this week? And mind you, Chelsea are going to be facing Brentford. But this is another Brentford entirely. When I mean another Brentford entirely, Brian Bemo is no longer a Brentford player. And Wissa, if I'm pronouncing his name correct, both of them have departed from the club, and same goes to the coach, which is Thomas Frank. Looking at the way Brentford plays in their previous games, I don't think they are much of a threat. Now here is what will happen if we actually defeated Brentford by the end of this week. Chelsea will remain in the top 2 table, either first or second. Maybe if Liverpool drop points, then we'll be in the first spot in the Premier League table, and Chelsea will still be one of the big teams undefeated in the Premier League after 4 straight matches. It should be a very good and solid performance from Chelsea. Now, during this international break, there were a lot of Chelsea players that were not called up for international match. Players like Travis Chalobah, Enzo Fernandez, Wesley Fofana. We all know why he's not called up, due to injury. And I don't think Tosi was called up as well. And mind you, Garnacho and Bononate were both in full session training during the international break. Now, which squad is going to face Brentford? Now, in my previous video, I stated that Enzo Maresca is not involved in 90% of Chelsea's transfer signings, in the sense that there are a lot of players that came into Chelsea now that Enzo Maresca doesn't trust. And mind you, if Enzo Maresca doesn't trust those certain players, then those certain players will find it difficult to get game time. Now, currently we all know that Kopama is not that fit, and there is no update on his injury process or his recovery process. It was not even pictured in training, and Chelsea just signed Fukodo Bononate, which is a perfect replacement for Kopama. Not the exact replica, but he can also play the number 10 role, which will give Joao Pedro and Maguire a balancing start in the first 11. But the question is, will Enzo Maresca make use of Bononate? Has Bononate impressed Maresca in the training session? Because as for me, I have 70% doubts as Bononate will start against Brentford on Saturday. Even Garnacho will not start. I'm not sure yet, but that is just what I believe and my opinion. Because if you study Enzo Maresca very well, Enzo Maresca actually likes to make good use of his first 11. But when I mean first 11, I mean players that Enzo Maresca have used for good 2 to 3 matches straight now. Players like Estevao Williams, Joao Pedro, Pedro Neto, Moises Caicedo, Enzo Fernandez, Tosi, Rich James, Cucurella, Travis Chalobah, and Malo Gusto. Though these players are what comes into Enzo Maresca's mind first. This is our starting 11 at the moment. So do you think that Enzo Maresca will make changes against Brentford? Because as for me, I'm not sure. Because like I said before, this season, there is a lot of pressure going on around Enzo Maresca. Even if the sporting director or Diuna are not putting pressure on Enzo Maresca will want to put the pressure on himself to bring out the best result for Chelsea this season. Because Chelsea just won 2 trophies, which is Enzo Maresca's first 2 trophies as a Chelsea manager. I don't think that Enzo Maresca would like to go trophyless this season. So I think it's becoming an habit for Enzo Maresca to win every Premier League game back to back. And I don't think that he will want to make a lot of changes when he is going up against smaller teams like Brentford. So Chelsea fans, what is your opinion? Do you think that a player like Bononate and Garnacho is going to start against Brentford? Drop your opinion at the comment section. Now, personally for me, I would like Pedro Neto to start on the right wing. Then Jamie Gittins should start on the left wing. Now, hear me out. I know a lot of Chelsea fans, let me just say 95% of Chelsea fans have lost their interest on Jamie Gittins at the moment. And mind you, just because Jamie Gittins didn't perform well in his first match, that doesn't mean that he's a flop. Mind you, Jamie Gittins has not played full 90 minutes. Now, you that is judging Jamie Gittins, what will you talk about Moises Caicedo's first appearance as a Chelsea player? Moises Caicedo's first game as a Chelsea player, he actually caused a penalty and Chelsea ended up losing that game. It took close to a full season for Moises Caicedo to fully adapt and blend himself to Chelsea's style of playing and Chelsea Football Club as a whole. Then why don't you give that same chance to Jamie Gittins? Looking at the way Enzo Maresca pick his starting 11, I think Estevao Williams has the opportunity to get more game time than Jamie Gittins at the moment, because Jamie Gittins has not yet clicked or adapt to Chelsea's style of playing. But Estevao Williams is doing just fine. He has not fully blended to the squad yet, but he has totally convinced we, the Chelsea fan and Enzo Maresca, that he can be a starter and he can actually play that right wing very well. The number 10 role is not difficult for Estevao Williams. Now, this is my starting 11 against Brentford. We don't need to make a lot of changes and we don't need to use most of our key players. Now, personally for me, Joao Pedro is a must. He needs to start, maybe at the number 9 role, because we need goals. We don't need to gather a lot of possession. We just need to be scoring the goals till it gets to 90 minutes. And most importantly, Bononate needs to start if there is no change or any analysis shift. So Chelsea fans, what is your opinion on this starting 11 against Brentford on Saturday? Drop your opinion at the comment section and make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel for more Chelsea updates. See you on my next video.